Hey y'all, so you want to know how I made this or how I did this? I'm going to show y'all step by step how to do it. Come get in the kitchen with
Hey
me.
y'all, so come cook dinner for my family with me. So we gonna do steak, grilled smoked sausage, asparagus, roasted potatoes, and grilled shrimp. Now y'all didn't get to see, but it's also crab meat and it's cheese that we're gonna shred for a cheese sauce. And here you see me just taking it out the packs and we're gonna wash the meat because I don't care what nobody say. We wash meat over here. So we're gonna put that, wash that real good, get the factor in the extra blood off of it or whatever. And then we're gonna wash our hands because cross contamination is a no no. I was mad that I didn't have my gloves because I just love cooking with gloves. But it's okay. We're gonna make it work. Ain't nothing wrong with touching your meat. So here you're gonna see we do the potatoes first. I took out a total of 4 potatoes as you see here, but I only used 3. In my household, potatoes really go a long way, and we didn't bake them. We did roast it instead because my children they don't really like when we bake the potatoes. They rather us to roast them because it's easier and more convenient and they get more out of it to them. So here you see me cutting it and I cut it down easy as a method. I recommend this for any person who have to cook. It makes it a whole lot easier. You see me cut it down that way and then I cut it down the middle again and then we just chop this up, make it real pretty and nice. Easy, okay, the easiest method. And then when it's time for me to do my next method, which is to just season it, I'm like, hold on, we're gonna use the furrow. I don't want to miss no season, so I take my furrow and I transfer all my potatoes over to my aluminum furrow to make it easier. Spread my potatoes out. We're gonna come through with a little bit of tonies, a little go a long way. Then we're gonna use some pepper, some red cayenne pepper, and then we're gonna use our oregano because oregano is life. You hear me? Then I come through with the basil and the rosemary. This is cilantro because it's good for it too. And I like to put my garlic powder all over it as well, onion powder. And then, of course, paprika. And this is regular paprika, not smoked paprika. I don't like the way smoked paprika leave my roasted potatoes tasting. I don't know. And then we're going to just wrap it up in the aluminum foil and we're going to throw this in the oven and let this roast for a little while. And yes, you see me cut the oven on. I had literally just took the cookies out so it was still hot, so I had to cut it back on. Now we're gonna season the shrimp. And I started telling y'all step by step, but I'm using the same seasonings that I use for my roasted potatoes on my shrimp. So we're gonna go in, mix all these seasonings in, and I can put about how much you're supposed to put in the comments if you would like, but I just be going off of what I know to be enough of eyesight. So, mix that all in. Yes, I use a spoon instead of using my fingers because I don't know. I love seafood, but I don't be want to touch it like that. That's just not me. But I come through after washing my hands again. Now we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the smoked sausage. Now this is smoked sausage with jalapenos in it. This is what my children wanted. No judgment. We watch and we listen. We don't judge. So I'm cutting this up for them, and for some odd reason, I just thought I was gonna put this in an air fryer, but that's not what I ended up doing at all. So I just put this in a bowl. We're gonna put this to the side, and we're gonna focus on the next thing we gotta do. And I'm getting it together. This is the cheese I used for this method. I think this was the applewood cheese, Gouda cheese. I love Gouda cheese, by the way, y'all. So I got my shredder, and we're gonna shred it. So anytime I cook, I don't like shredded cheese already shredded. I like to do mine fresh. It does make a difference in my opinion. And you see the crab meat right there because we're going to use that later. And we also have 2 of these trays because I was looking for that. That's what I was doing. So I'm gonna let y'all know before we even get to me seasoning the meat. I don't season my meat with a lot of seasoning, not steak. Steak is not something that take a lot. I like to cut holes in it because we are putting this on a little skillet. And I wanted to cook thoroughly because I'm cooking this for kids. Like when I do mines, I don't like mines to be fully cooked. I like mine's a little medium rare, but they're not on that level yet. So yeah, this is what I season my meat with. Salt is very simple. Give you a little bit of salt bait going on. You know the vibes. You know what's going on. And we're gonna take it over on the other side because I contaminated the hand. I had to use my other hand to season it with the salt, which was completely fine. So we're gonna come in, season that good old stuff, salt bay, hey bay. Get it all the excess, and then we come with pepper. Again, I do not use a lot to do my steak. It does not require a lot. Now, what I will do is come through with the pepper. The salt, is already on it, and I'm gonna use my rosemary. Most people like to put their rosemary when it's in the skillet already cooking, but I'm not doing it. Tony's on one side of the steak only, and that's only because between flipping it and putting it on the grill, I feel like you lose a little bit of seasoning, so that's for what I'm going to end up losing. And you see that the steaks, they vary in size. Those three are thick, these two are thin, so you won't see me do as much because it does not require as much. My asparagus, I'm sorry, I had already cut it in half because I just be forgetting I'm recording sometimes. And I cut the bottom off because I don't like the bottom part. I don't know. It just be different. So I came in with the garlic powder, and I'm gonna come in with a little bit of Tony's, and then I take my butter, and I'm going to look for a butter knife, cut this little butter, and you see I use one thing, and I cut it in half and put it on the. I'm putting a little bit of oregano. I love oregano. I put my oregano on there, and we just gonna make a pretty little bed, a pretty little beautiful bed for the asparagus, and we're gonna put that in the air fryer. Stick that there, let that do what it need to do. This is the skillet that I'm using, y'all. I got this skillet from Walmart like maybe 2-3 years ago, and it has been great to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you have a family like me, you need something with a lot of space. So we're gonna put these good old steaks on here, let them simmer, and those are smaller. You see the difference in the size, but those smaller ones is for Caleb and Colin because they're younger, and I'm knowing for a fact that that's the perfect size for them. Maddie, that's gonna be two for her. Like that one steak, cut that in half. She's gonna eat one now and another later. And then I took my smoked sausage and I put in a furrow because I was gonna put in the air fryer, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna just grill it. So you see, I set it on the side, and now I'm just looking for the utensil because if you look to the right on the steak, you see the one in the front. I'm gonna point at it for you, but it's getting fat, so it's not gonna cook properly. That little smash right there, that's gonna make sure it do what it need to do. Okay. So Maddie came talking to me about, the tea of the day that she wanted to spill. And I was listening and talking to her. She didn't want to come in the camera because she had her bonnet on. And bonnets is a no-no on camera too. And here I'm just checking the steak, checking the temperature, making sure it's cooking how it's supposed to cook, but it wasn't ready to flip yet. Now, because these are thinner, of course, they was ready to be flipped sooner than the other ones. And I'm just, smashing them, making sure. And, of course, we got to have something to drink with this. And they picked lemonade. So here we just gonna fill this up. And everybody is different. So tell me when y'all make y'all Kool-Aid, how y'all do it? Y'all put y'all water in y'all packs in at the same time, or you do like I'm doing and you fill up the water pitcher first and then you come in with your packets. Okay, because that's what I do. That's what I do. Everybody different, but that's what I do. And when it comes to sugar, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I do not measure. I just wait for my ancestors to tell me it's enough. And I am covering the front because it's not in the sink and I don't want it to spill over. I like to clean as I go so I don't have to do nothing but chill after. And of course, Maddie's my little taste tester. She's not coming to the camera because she got on her bonnet. She told me it was good. So y'all saw my happy dance. It's up there. It's really good. I know it's good because she ain't gonna lie to me. So now I'm gonna come back in, wash my little hands again because I done been around the kitchen. Check my steak is ready to be turned over. Again, I'm cooking for children, so I'm not gonna do medium well or nothing like that. I'm gonna make sure it's well done because if they see red, they ain't eating that. They not old enough to appreciate it. So now we're gonna come in after I done clean my grill. We got the shrimp on there, and the shrimp had been sitting in that little spot for a second, so that's why you see it looking like that underneath because I had let it cook on that side already. So the good thing about the grill, and this is why I said if you have a family like mine, it's great. So of course I told y'all we're gonna be doing something with crab meat. So we got the shrimp on the grill. We're gonna take the crab meat and we're gonna put that on the grill also. to make sure it's just, you know, getting what it needs to. I keep saying grill, but it's a skillet. I'm sorry, y'all. And then I'm gonna take my smoked sausage because, like I said, I don't know why I had put it over there like I was gonna put that in the air fryer, clowning. When I knew for sure I was gonna sit there and put this on the skillet because I like it to just have that little taste. I promise you, it tastes completely different. Like, just try it one time, y'all. Just try it one time for me. Don't just throw it in there. Don't just burl it. Put it on a skillet. Brown it on that skillet first, and I promise you, the taste is just completely different. And I'm gonna come in with some butter because the butter just makes a difference. And I'm gonna just show love to everything I have on there. Split it up between the crab meat and the smoked sausage. Make love to it. Show love to it. And no, you don't see me put no seasoning on the crab meat because they have seasoning on the shrimp. They have seasoning on everything else. So this is where you don't need it at. You definitely don't need it. So we're gonna take our good shrimp and we're gonna take it off because at this point it was just ready. So I had to put some more butter because yeah, I like mines to be juicy. So you see I put the butter at the bottom. I did not put it back on the skillet. So we're gonna take that out and the butter is naturally gonna melt. You see how pretty that shrimp came out to be. So now I'm gonna just check the temperature on that smoked sausage. And here you see Maddie fixing her plate. She wanted shredded cheese before I made it into cheese sauce. And this is what we came out to have. Don't that look good? And it's steak, grilled shrimp, crab meat, asparagus, and all that. And then who that? Who that? Who that? Don't tell me nothing about my team. Who that? But we're gonna fill this good old lemonade up and we just gonna drink it. So yeah, thank you for watching the video and see you next time. See you next time.